According to legends, everything has a spirit, and those who have the ability to call upon those spirits in order to gain greater power are known as summoners. What's most intriguing is that there are different kinds of summoners. Some people have the ability to summon the earth elements, while others can summon spirits, the dead, and even the stars in the sky. These mysteries are kept hidden in histories and legends. Move on to the present. Jia, a high school student who also has a laid-back attitude toward everything around him, is most proud of his cooking skills and believed that the gods would be tempted by the meal he prepared. To his surprise, a space crack suddenly materialized in front of him. A stunningly beautiful woman emerged from it and came in front of Jia, but she quickly changed into a young girl to grab the food that was about to fall. She introduces herself as Dora, but Jia finds her very abnormal and chases her out of his house. Jia did his best to calm himself down by convincing himself that everything was all a hallucination, but Dora continued to approach him no matter how much he drove her away. According to Dora, since ancient times, people have used food offerings in ritual to summon spirits, and she was an ancient spirit that Jia unintentionally summoned. Afterwards Jia was in his class, but Dora comes and annoys him to make a contract with her. Jia, who couldn't take this annoyance anymore, suddenly begs her to go back to where she came from, which made her feel heartbroken. She then changed to her real form and explained, the spirits who couldn't make a contract with their master are bound to wander around until they fade away. She then revealed the secret of special powers that everyone in this world possesses, but they can't feel or understand these powers, and very few people can awaken these powers, which makes them summoners. She created a claw and used it to easily rip a tree off as an example of the spirit power Jia possesses. Dora then offers him to be a summoner and adventure in this new world with her. Jia agreed, which resulted in the contract being completed, and to celebrate this, Dora created ice wings to give Jia first ride in the sky. At night, Dora gets a vision where powerful summoners fighting each other were seen while she was being sealed. The following day, Jia sees news of someone being seen flying in the sky, which makes him understand that he couldn't use his powers unnecessarily. Suddenly, a plant monster eats Dora, and before Jia can notice this, the plant monster escapes from there. After having a hard time finding her, he used a trick to enrage Dora, which caused her to fight her way out. However, a girl named Hannah came before them, who was the master of this plant spirit. Dora tries to attack, but she disappears out of thin air. Afterwards, Hannah came to Jia's classroom and gave him a letter, which made everyone in his class very excited. In the letter, she invited him to a meetup in the forest behind the school. Shockingly on his way, Jia sees trees making way for him to move to his destination, and soon after he finds Hannah, who was in the middle of many black flowers. Without saying anything, she attacks Jia, who desperately dodges the attacks because his spirit was trying to find a weapon for him, which made her unable to help him. At last, Jia and Dora were attacked by a plant monster. However, they fortunately managed to survive by using sharp knives, which Dora gave to Jia, and after an intense battle, Jia defeated the monster. Dora then makes an attempt to attack Hannah, which was stopped by Jia because Hannah wasn't using her full strength in this battle, which means she is not their enemy. Jia then invited Hannah to dinner because they were all very hungry after fighting. Then Jia learns from the plant spirit that everything they did before was to test them because there are righteous and evil summoners out there, and Hannah and the plant spirit are the guardians of this city. The following day, Jia sees animals flooding into his class and soon learns that all the animals from the zoo have escaped and are wreaking havoc all around the city. Unexpectedly, Jia finds a girl in danger and jumps to save her, but he then notices animals being very friendly to her. At the next moment, Hannah appeared and revealed that this mysterious girl was causing all this chaos in the city by releasing all the animals. But the girl denies, claimed that humans had occupied every piece of land, leaving none for animals, and that this is an unforgivable crime against animals. The two of them then engaged in a battle using their powers while Jia waited to see how the situation progressed. The fight between Hannah and the mysterious girl was very fierce, and the mysterious girl transformed into different animal forms to fight her. The situation quickly becomes deadly, and Jia decides to seize control by encircling the two of them with powerful chains. Jia also discovered that the mysterious girl was actually a spirit summoned by this cat, which he had previously saved some time ago, and then the girl merged with the cat. Jia requests that Hannah let this matter down and he take the cat to his house. Afterwards, Jia learns from Cat Girl that animals can also be summoned spirits and, from an ancient time, there were many animal summoners. She also revealed that the reason she has come here is to find her big brother, who left him a long time ago. Suddenly, Jia received an invitation for dinner to Hannah's house, but it was quite a forced invitation. There, Jia encounters several summoned spirits going about their daily business, and only one person had summoned this spirit, which surprised him. Jia then meets with Hannah's grandfather, Harlan, who was also the summoner of all those spirits and was very happy to see him. Harlan then begins to explain the history of the summoner. The source of all spirits is thought to be a crystal, and for this crystal, there have been many wars since then, which made two fictions between summoners. One is called Watchers, who watch nature take its role and protect balance in the world, and the other is called Destroyers, who do anything necessary to gain more power. Harlan then lets Jin decide which side he wanted to be and also talked about his parents, who mysteriously disappeared when he was 5 years old. After that, how he mysteriously summoned Dora, an ancient spirit, and everything that has happened until now wasn't a coincidence as he thought. Jin also dyed his natural blonde hair to forget about his sad past. To talk more about the summoner's history, Jin was offered to stay here for a few days, but suddenly the destroyer came attacking. Harlan was also itching to fight after so many years. But Jia and Hannah couldn't take the explosive power behind their attack, and everything around them was destroyed. A woman with a gun appeared who single-handedly killed many spirits under Harlan and also attacked Jia. Meanwhile, Cat Girl also finds her brother, but before saying anything, he threw a fierce attack at her, which created a hole in her head. Jia tried to intervene but was taken to a nightmare. Even though Harlan was winning the fight, but after seeing his granddaughter on the brink of death, he tried to save her, which was taken advantage of by his enemies. At his last breath, he unleashed his full power on his enemies, but the strongest dark summoners appeared and took his life. Jin and others were also on their deathbed. However, the dark summoners thought of them as insignificant, and they disappeared from here. The first part of this video comes to an end now. Stay tuned for part 2 of this recap, which will be posted very soon. Thanks for watching.